Well, let's go to an email that came in from one of our listeners. And they said this: I know the Bible seems to say that Satan is bound and that Christ is risen from the dead means that Satan has no ultimate power. But I'm wondering why Satan is still called the prince of the power of the air in Ephesians 2, or the ruler of this world in John 12, and the God of this world in 2 Corinthians chapter 4. If he has been defeated, how can he still have godlike power?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he has been definitively defeated by our Lord Jesus Christ. I mean, this is one of the things that Jesus highlighted in the Gospels. He said he came to bind the strong man so that he might plunder his house. The evil one in his kingdom is currently being plundered by what? By the preaching of the gospel through Christ's rule from heaven. And so this is real. This has happened. I think of what the Apostle Paul says in Colossians chapter 2, verse 13. You who were dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh, God made alive together with him, having forgiven us all our trespasses by canceling the record of debt that stood against us with its legal demands. This he set aside, nailing it to the cross. He disarmed the rulers and authorities and put them to open shame by triumphing over them in him. Those rulers and authorities, so there's those spiritual rulers and authorities, talking about the evil forces of darkness. He uses the same language in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. And so again, through the death and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, Satan has been definitively conquered. The kingdom has already been inaugurated through the preaching of the gospel, through Christ's miraculous working, through his life, death, and resurrection. But we're still looking forward to its consummation, when death, the last enemy, as Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, is fully and finally destroyed, when the evil one is cast into the lake of fire. And so while Satan has been defeated in a very real sense, disarmed, right? He's like this disarmed foe. He's still at work, deceiving in the world today. And this is what Peter says, that the evil one goes around like a roaring lion, seeking to devour. And so we need to be on guard. We need to put on the armor of God, as Paul told the Ephesians. But we can be confident that our foe is a defeated foe. We know the end of the story. We know who wins. And we know that we're in him. We're in Jesus Christ, and that the evil one has no claim on the children of God. It's what the Apostle John said in 1 John chapter 5. And so there's that tension there, the tension of the already and not yet. Christ's kingdom is here, but it's coming in a fuller way. We're anticipating the consummation when the evil one is cast into the lake of fire, nowhere to be found, nowhere to influence anymore. Thank you for that question.